trust in me, and you will find. And time goes by so naturally while you receive infinity.
Okay, welcome in everyone. This is Shauna Lee here. So I wanted to give you a short little stint to let you know that the videos, the love series for next month here are out on Rumble. So you can go over there and check things out. Now, the way you gain access to that is through the musical videos on my communities tab. I usually have musical accompaniments that I run through to accompany the videos. Kind of, some of them are tongue-in-cheek. Some of them are just another instinctive level that you can tap into to gain some answers. Me and the energies work together on some of the videos. I overrule sometimes simply because I like the beat or tone. And the theme this year is 80s music. So I thought, I don't know, that just came up to me and felt appropriate for this time in history to go back to where I think the last checkpoint we had was in the 80s. But anyway, I digress. So what were the cards that we used this session? I brought out a lot of animal-inspired cards. So the first deck that I used was the Tarot of the Curious Creatures. I really enjoy this deck energetically. It's very light and lively. So I like to put it into my readings, but sometimes not appropriate if we're dealing with deeper spiritual issues. But yet, in this one, it went quite swimmingly. The next deck that I used was the Messenger Oracle by Raven Phelan. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And that is one of the first decks that I ever bought, I ever purchased. And it's been with me and it's been holding up fairly well. And yeah, I tapped into that one on a deeper level. It was very interesting for me because I, noticing the evolvement from when I first used them, and then you kind of pull away from them, and now using them at a different evolution stage, it's interesting to go back and tap into that. And then the third set of cards is the Guardian of the Night Tarot, which I'm pretty sure I'm making a premiere of here on my page. It may not be a new deck per se, but it's a new deck for me to be using. And I always like to tap into the animals, so they just everything comes so naturally and graceful to animals, and their instinct is right up front. So I like to tap into that every once in a while to get a different perspective on things. And then I tied it all up with the Whispers of Love to kind of bring back that whole love topic, because I think we kind of went off scene here. But that's not unheard of in this cycle of energy, because what we're really trying to do is purify our own energy field so that we are dealing exactly with what we need to in order to attract that one partner that we are looking for. How do I explain? There's a lot of energy, foreign energy, if I could say it that way, that came into these readings. One, it was energy that was love inspired, but not necessarily for a lover. And I think I mentioned that in one of the readings specifically, but for humanity to kind of take a back seat, because a lot of us are really focused in on the love direction to an obsessive degree that we need to back up and look at things in a more compassionate sense rather than obsessive. So that was highly noted in these readings. And also the fact that we're going from the big or huge overviewing the trees for the forest kind of sense of feel is pulling ourselves way out in order to gain that clarity so that we could, fly back in there and focus on the little things. So it's almost like pulling ourselves away from the drama of things in order to see the bigger picture and then go back in with the right perspective. So hopefully these readings will affect you in that way. And again, my abilities are switching and changing. Each reading, I'm noticing a different perspective. If you notice, feel free to comment. And again, everybody will be on a different phase of the trail, right? We'll be on a different, but the destination is the same. We'll end up at the same place. It's just how the routes we take will be different. But anyway, I don't want to get too long-winded, other than to say, check out Rumble, and feel free to, like and comment and whatever in there as well. Subscribe. That would help me a lot. And yeah, I will be back here for the spirituality readings. Mid-June, it all depends on my schedule. Everything's changing at the moment, but depending on the time and the demand, the universe, they tell me, okay, let's sit down and do some readings, and then we sit down and do readings, and then away we go. So even when I think I don't have time, they'll make me have time. So we'll come back here towards the end of June, or to the end of May and in mid-June, for the spirituality readings here on YouTube. So again, check my communities tab, because usually I'll have musical accompaniments or anything that accompanies the videos on Rumble and on YouTube will go in there. So special interest stuff, like there's a few things I want to put in from the readings that I had here in Rumble, the love readings, and anything that I feel that might be pertinent to people to help them along their path at this time. I think we're just trying to filter in to the purity of self. And then once we do that, we really have to clean up our environment so that we create a new pure environment, if that is one of the trouble spots. Some people may be well into their clarity of environment, and therefore they're free to fly into their new abilities and whatnot as they go forward. I will leave you there. And as we go forward here, take care, have fun, and be kind. Have a great spring. And we will talk to you soon.